Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. My name is April Carter. I'm an excited team member here with Tennessee Nonprofit Network. We'll be getting started in about 2 minutes, but we would love to know who is in the room. We've got a great host of nonprofits joining us today and community leaders. And so if you could put your name or the organization and region that you are representing today, we would love to welcome you in the room. We'll be getting started in about 1 minute. This is fantastic. We've got Jackson represented, Knoxville, Middle Tennessee, our Memphis folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Jonah. We got Chattanooga representing, more from Nashville, Knoxville. We are so excited for everyone that's joining us today. Hi, Donna. We've got our National Council people, our team and partners represented today. Thank you all so much for taking the time to join us. We are about to get started. If you are just joining us, we are asking you to put your name and the region that you are representing and your organization or firm. Thank you so much for joining us.
Tennessee is home to over 40,000 nonprofit organizations, which are the state's sixth largest industry and employ over 200,000 people. Nonprofits play a vital role in the state, providing essential services and contributing significantly to the economy. We're nearly 10% of the workforce and account for 10% of the state gross product. However, operating a nonprofit is not easy, and there are many challenges that nonprofits face. That's where Tennessee Nonprofit Network comes in. Tennessee Nonprofit Network is a statewide network of 501c3 organizations that works to unite and strengthen our sector through our collective advocacy. Tennessee Nonprofit Network forges meaningful connections between nonprofits. We advocate to advance laws at the state and federal level that make nonprofits in the communities they serve better. We provide sector-specific research. Most importantly, we work to ensure that every nonprofit in Tennessee has the resources they need to thrive. Join a coalition of thousands of nonprofits, foundations, and congregations throughout Tennessee to learn, advocate, and collaborate. Let's do good together, better.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Jordan, and I'm the board chair for the Tennessee Nonprofit Network. I'm excited to welcome each of you today as we come together to officially celebrate the launch of the Tennessee Nonprofit Network, a milestone that marks a new chapter in our state's commitment to sector growth and positive change. As the board chair of this incredible initiative, I am humbled and honored to witness the culmination of months of hard work, collaboration, and shared dedication to a cause greater than ourselves. Today, we celebrate not just the establishment of Tennessee Nonprofit Network, but the collective power of individuals and organizations joining forces to create a statewide impact. Our vision for this network goes beyond geographical boundaries. It's about building bridges of collaboration, sharing resources, and amplifying the voices of nonprofits across Tennessee. It's a vision rooted in the belief that together we can achieve more than any one organization could on its own. I want to express my deepest appreciation to all those who have contributed to this journey, the dedicated individuals, passionate organizations, board members, the members of our state association advisory task force, and the entire Tennessee Network nonprofit team. Your commitment has turned this vision into a reality. As we cut this virtual ribbon today, let it symbolize the breaking down of silos, the forging of new connections, and the birth of a statewide network that will strengthen our collective ability to serve the people of Tennessee. Thank you for being a part of this momentous occasion. Here's to Tennessee Nonprofit Network and the boundless possibilities that lie ahead. Thank you.
There's supposed to be music going on, so I'm gonna cheer for us. Well, hello everybody. My name is Kevin Dean. I'm the president and CEO of Tennessee Nonprofit Network. You know, this might be the first you've heard about Tennessee Nonprofit Network, but the conversation about a state nonprofit association has been happening behind the scenes for years. In 2019, 4 leaders of regional nonprofit associations in Tennessee sat around a cell phone and listened to Tim Delaney of National Council of Nonprofits on speakerphone explain what a state nonprofit association was and why it was important. Terry Hughes, formerly of Center for Nonprofit Management in Nashville, Jerry Askew, formerly of Alliance for Better Nonprofits in Knoxville, and Laura McCann, formerly of Venture Forward in Chattanooga, believed that eventually it would happen, but at the time it felt like only a pipe dream. Then COVID happened. The nonprofit community found itself fighting for its survival, fighting for survival in the communities they represented, and fighting for legislation that protected and supported nonprofits. While COVID was devastating for our communities, our state, our country, our world, it did solidify the need for Tennessee Nonprofit Network. I'm proud to say today is the beginning of something everyone on this call played a hand in, whether it was calling your legislators during COVID to encourage more funds and more legislation for nonprofits, whether it was your advocacy for this all to happen, this state nonprofit association to happen, or whether you continue to do the amazing work that you do in the face of dramatic changes to our nation, you played a part in this happening. I'm excited that today will no longer be 3 states in one. We're united by our collective power and our collective voice in the nonprofit sector. There's over 40,000 nonprofits in Tennessee. There's 200,000 nonprofit employees in Tennessee. We're 10% of the state gross product. That is collective power if I've ever heard it. The staff and board of Tennessee Nonprofit Network are all so excited and humbled to serve as your collaborators, your advocates, and your supporters. We want you to be involved. We want your feedback. We want your help. First off, let's go back to that slide with the board. I want to thank our very supportive board. I'll pause here and just read out their names. Mark Jordan, our board chair, Amanda McCollum, our secretary, Sarah Flowers Dent, our vice chair, Bonnie Hollabaugh, our treasurer, and board members, Teresa Cheeks Wilson, Lori Patton, Natalie Robinson, and Sonji Branch. These are Memphis-based folks, but you're going to see people from all over the state joining our board beginning in July of 2024, which is really exciting. So, in addition to these names, you're going to see a lot of new names, possibly your name coming up. I also want to thank our staff and introduce our staff to you. John Baznella, our COO, April Carter. Actually, everybody's job titles are about to change, so I won't introduce their job titles. But April Carter, Kevin Dean, that's me, Andrea Hill, Dorian Hines, who just, if you're in Nashville, Dorian moved to Nashville on Monday to continue his work with TNN, only in Nashville, and then Kate Moss. I also want to thank our state expansion task force. They are some really awesome people who have been advocates for us along the way. And I can't thank these folks enough for giving their time, their talents, their feedback. They really changed a lot of our plan, and that was a good thing because they knew what was happening on the ground, and they could tell us what needed to happen. So I'll pause here. I just want to leave this up for a second. These are wonderful people that we want to recognize for sure. Then finally, I want to give shout outs to some very important people whose support really set us on the trajectory we're on. This was not easy to create a statewide nonprofit association. It's been years in the making. It's been challenging for many different reasons, but it's also been so exciting. And these people are part of the reason we're all sitting here today. I want to give shout outs to Laura McCann, Mark Jordan, Terry Hughes,
Jerry Askew, Abby Garrison, Kristen Keeley-Dinger, and Hal Cato, and to Tim Delaney. All of these people support means so much to us, and there are so many other people along the way who have been I'm sorry, am I introducing Tim? Y'all, we have a very special guest today. We have Tim Delaney. He is the president and CEO of National Council of Nonprofits. Tim, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Great, thanks, Kevin. Let me just start by congratulating you and everybody. Mark, as the board chair, your outstanding team, all the people that you just mentioned. This effort takes a lot of people, and to hear the energy that's still being projected is amazing. So I'm so happy for you all. And I want to welcome everybody in Tennessee who has the foresight to join the Tennessee Nonprofit Network, to the network of the National Council of Nonprofits. As you'll see on the next slide, you are not alone. You are part of something bigger. You all are connected to our network and all the different nonprofits in our network. We're the largest network in North America with more than 30,000 charitable nonprofit members. And we go from coast to coast. And I used to say border to border, but now we're going up into Canada as well. And so, again, the overall message is you all are not alone. I want to give a special shout out to you all for having the foresight to use the word network, because a network to me is a lot more robust and energetic than an association. Associations are great, but having a network projects that you all are out there connecting with each other, sharing with each other, in the fight together. And that's what's needed right now. There are a lot of challenges, but there's nothing that we can't overcome if we come together. Let me give you an example of how our network operates. This is the nonprofit community. Normally, we're shoved into separate silos. We're in Tennessee, we're in Hawaii, we're over here in Florida, we're up here in New York. So we're in these separate geographic silos, but we're also in separate silos of here's the faith-based community, and over here are the environmental groups, and down here are education and childcare and so on. And so we get separated too often. But what if we could connect through a network and do something really big and bold? That's what this network is all about. And we've seen it in action. We had a major threat come up at the state level in Hawaii to take away charitable giving incentives. And we were able to defeat it at the last moment, working with the State Association of Nonprofits there that communicated with us. We then came up with a game plan. And what happened? 2 weeks later, the similar threat came up in Oregon. And so we were able to flip the information from Hawaii over to Oregon when all of a sudden there was a threat in Minnesota. And we went up there. And from there, it was to 6 other states that year. Our network came together and demonstrated that when we unify, when we operate as a network, sharing information, which is built on trust, nothing can stand in our way. And that's why the Tennessee Nonprofit Network has so much promise for you all, where you can get together, you can amplify your voices at the state level. We need to, at the national level, we often need to turn to Tennessee. Your senators might be on a key committee or one of your elected representatives, and we need to mobilize quickly. By being able to reach out to Kevin and April and Andrea and others there, they can then mobilize things and reach out to you all. But we also need you in a different way, and that is sometimes there's research that's needed. And when we do research projects and we send out surveys, we may get it from all the other states, but Tennessee, we don't hear from you because you didn't have a robust network across the state like you do now. And so if we all come together, you all will be able to amplify your voices. You all will be able to get research that can have impact on your work. You can learn of trends that are happening nationwide, all because you were part of the Tennessee Nonprofit Network. And I'm delighted to see this event today. I'm honored to be a participant in it, and I wish everybody the very best because you've got great leaders. Kevin is on our national board. He brings real gravitas to our board meetings. He's a major contributor, sharing information with other state association leaders. And so to you all in Tennessee, I say thank you for sharing Kevin with us. He's needed, but we promise not to take too much from him so that he can continue to help guide and support and be there for you as the Tennessee Nonprofit Network is working to make sure that life in Tennessee is better for everybody. So Kevin, let me throw it back to you. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you, Tim. I really appreciate you and all the work that you are doing for all of us across the state and across the nation. We are honored to have you as a partner in this work with us. And so as I get a chance to kind of tee up our next opportunity, but I do want to say that my name is Andrea Hill. I am the Chief Program Officer here with TNN, or Tennessee Nonprofit Network. Say that 10 times fast if you want. But we do want to let you know that our next part of the program will cover our services. So we want to share with you just a short video really spotlighting some of our many services that we are hoping will be beneficial to each of you all as nonprofit partners, nonprofit members across the state, from Memphis all the way over to Knoxville and past. We hope that these services that we are able to provide to you give you access and also give you an opportunity to better support the communities that you serve, whether there are metro communities or rural communities in your area. So this video features April Carter, who was also the lead on this event today. So we want to give her a virtual round of applause as well. And along with the support of the entire team, we want to show you our next video about our services.
Tennessee Nonprofit Network serves as the statewide nonprofit association for Tennessee. The organization provides training and technical assistance, connections to resources, and sector-wide research and public policy support to nonprofits in Tennessee and those that serve Tennessee residents. We want to make sure your organization has what it needs to thrive. Let's take a look at what you can expect from Tennessee Nonprofit Network when your organization joins as a member. Public policy and advocacy support. Represent the unified voice for the state's nonprofit community. Monitor and take action on public policy issues that advance and impact the sector. Host special trainings, a day on the Hill, provide resources to nonprofits who want to be active in public policy and advocacy work. Information sharing. Serve as the information clearinghouse for the nonprofit sector in the state. Provide information on grant alerts, policy changes, new research and trends, and any information that may impact the sector. Research. Provide continuous research, such as the State of Tennessee Nonprofit Sector Report and the Nonprofit Employer Compensation Report. Statewide conference. Host an annual conference that brings together professionals from across the public, private, and government sectors in the state. Standards for Excellence resources. Provide members with hundreds of free resources from Standards for Excellence, such as fundraising plan templates, board responsibility resource packets, and a step-by-step guide to remaining legally compliant in the state of Tennessee. Organizational capacity assessments. Offer a free online assessment to help partner organizations assess their health and receive specific recommendations and resources. Digital resources. Provide a variety of online digital resources on the website, including a social media site for nonprofit employees, a popular podcast,
and informative blog posts. Offer several online learning modules for individual nonprofit staff. We want to make sure your organization thrives. Join a coalition of thousands of nonprofits, foundations, and congregations throughout Tennessee to learn, advocate, and collaborate. We're better together, and we want you to join us.
Thank you. I want to talk just very quickly about some of the services we're going to be providing to nonprofits throughout the it says my internet's unstable. I hope y'all can hear me. But I want to talk about some of the services that we're going to be providing in the oops. I want to talk about how we how we can engage in you can engage in some of the activities with Tennessee Nonprofit Network, and then also some of the resources we have available to you. If you can go to that next slide for me. I think that was a delayed clapping, but from another slide. But we have a lot of online learning opportunities. If you go to our website, we've actually created 3 online courses right now, a nonprofit board essentials training that's actually based on the Tennessee State Guidebook created by the state of Tennessee. We have a board diversity learning lab. So if you're trying to diversify your board, we have evidence-based practices that you can learn from there. We also have a nonprofit academy that is a sort of holistic view at best practices around nonprofit management that you get hundreds of free resources for through Standards for Excellence. You also, if you need a fundraising plan template, if you're having trouble with your board and you need your board members to understand their responsibilities, anything you might possibly need, we're going to have available, and it's going to be free through the Standards for Excellence. So if the Standards for Excellence has provided it, we have it. We also have an online catalog that we partner with MindEdge on of about 100 different courses that you can go through online. So you don't have to drive all the way to Memphis or drive all the way to Nashville or drive somewhere for a training. You can actually get it online, professional development through our website. We also have a consultant directory. We vet consultants in the Memphis area. We're going to be doing that across the state beginning in 2024. So if you're a consultant, we'd love to talk to you more about this in the new year, about joining our consultant directory. But if you're looking for a consultant, we're doing the vetting work, a lot of the vetting work for you. So that's on our website. Also, we have a podcast. Many of the people on this event right now have been guests on the podcast, and season 3 premieres January 15th, 2024. We've had a lot of success with our podcast, and we're going to be talking about things like epic grant fails and why rural nonprofits need a seat at the table. We're going to be talking about some really important conversations. So join us for that. We also have a job board. We're going to be opening that up to nonprofits across the state to post your job board. Right now, we're the biggest nonprofit job board in the region. We want to be the biggest job board for nonprofits in the state. That's coming also in 2024. We also are going to be doing free capacity assessments. All you have to do is talk to us. We'll give you a link where you do a capacity assessment online. It goes through 5 different key practices that you can assess yourself on, your board and your staff can assess yourselves on, and then it sends you an email with recommendations for how you can improve your internal capacity as an organization and become more effective. We also are going to be having an advocacy hub on our website. So if you're looking for more advocacy, that will be on our website, as well as our blog. A lot of our blog posts update you and inform you on all kinds of things related to nonprofits. So please check out our website at tnnonprofits.org. We also have a couple of other things coming up. Some I can't talk about yet, but I can tease. I didn't know I'd have sound effects. So there is something that I cannot say out loud yet because we have not signed the MOU, but we are working on, if you can put these words together, we have been working on something behind the scenes for years. And thanks to some friends in Chattanooga and some other folks, we are going to be offering some new benefits coming soon that we will be announcing in 2024. Stay tuned. You want to be in our newsletter list for this because it's going to be big news for all nonprofits in the state. We can go to that next slide. And I'm going to turn it back over to you, Andrea and April.
All right, fantastic. So we are going to have a quick giveaway before we continue with our programming and introduce you to our public policy section. Now, if you registered and you use your name and email address, you have been entered to win. Now, you must be present and we're going to spin the wheel. And if your name pops up, if you can go to the chat and let me know that you're here, we will contact you via email to get you your gift card. So are you ready? And the wheel has selected, we're going to do 3 on this round. The first winner, staff, you are not eligible. Board members, unfortunately, you are not eligible. Our first winner is Rachel Gammon. Rachel, are you in the house today? Let us know that you are here. While Rachel lets us know if she's here or not, we'll go to the second name. Our second $25 gift card goes to, it's close, Brittany Ivy. Brittany, are you in the room today? Congratulations, you won a $25 gift card. Okay, and our last winner for this round Theodore, congratulations. Are you in the room today? Please confirm, Rachel, Brittany, and Theodore, that you are present because you have to be present to win. And we will contact you directly to make sure that you get your $25 gift card. Congratulations. We'll have another round coming up in just a second. Now pass it back over to you, Andrea.
Thank you, April. And so our next video or next portion of our program, we'll be talking about our public policy agenda. And so with Tennessee Nonprofit Network, we are working around the clock to make sure that we are on top of the policies and the legislation that is affecting our nonprofit sector here in Tennessee. We work alongside the National Council for Nonprofit with Tim and his team to follow our federal policies or follow the federal initiatives that are set out. But in Tennessee or TNN, we lead the work here in the state. And so we lead that work alongside you all as well. And so right now, what we want to do is we want to turn it over and spotlight some of that work in our next video, and definitely want you all to be a part of the work that we are doing and to really engage. We have a couple of events that we'll be talking to you all about later on in our program. And we definitely want to make sure that you are there and joining us in Nashville as we do our advocacy summit on February 27th, and also our Day on the Hill on February 28th. I'll turn it over to April for our next video.
And it is our duty, our right, as a 501c3 organization to advocate for our community at the local, the state, and the federal level.
Okay, listen, I hear what you're saying, but we just cannot get into public policy right now. We've got too much on our plate already.
But if we are not working to change the systems that are holding our community back, we are not ever going to change anything.
No, everything is just too polarized right now. It feels real.
And it's illegal. It's illegal for us to get into public policy anyway. Ah!
Nonprofit advocacy man here. Actually, it's not illegal for nonprofits to get engaged in public policy. While there are some limitations, nonprofits can meet with their elected officials, provide public comments, provide research, give testimonies, hold voter registration drives, introduce legislation, fight bad legislation, and more.
Where did he come from? Hey, that's mine.
You know what else is yours? Public policy and advocacy. Advocacy helps support your mission. It attracts more resources, it helps your community, it even strengthens democracy. You can, and you should, be actively engaged in advocacy work for your organization and your community.
But we don't even know where to begin.
Actually, Brenda, may I call you Brenda?
My name is Mary.
Oh, my mom's name is Mary. That's easy to remember. But that's why we have nonprofit state associations. That's why they exist. They help nonprofit leaders and board members learn about advocacy and how to engage in public policy work. There's even one in Tennessee called the Tennessee Nonprofit Network.
Well, I've never heard of them.
They're a newish state association, but they have more than 30 years of experience recently serving as a regional nonprofit association.
Well, how do we get started?
First, join Tennessee Nonprofit Network. Be a part of a coalition of over 1,000 nonprofits across the state.
That seems easy enough, but can you give me some space?
You can find them at www.tnnonprofits.org. Once you've joined Tennessee Nonprofit Network, join them for their annual Nonprofit Day on the Hill and their Advocacy Summit. Or you can even join them at one of their trainings. Read their blog. They'll provide you with so much information about public policy that you have everything you'll need to get started. They can even provide you with online trainings, templates, legal compliance documents, and more. They'll even help you build your public policy agenda.
I think the nonprofit advocacy man was right. We need to get involved.
Now, if we agree to do this, will he go away?
Absolutely, I will.
Thank you, Nonprofit Advocacy Man.
Anything for nonprofits. Remember, we can do it. My job here is done.
Where is he?
Well, I'm still laughing. I've seen it about 30 times now, and I'm still giggling about it. I want to introduce three very special people to talk about how Tennessee Nonprofit Network is going to impact their region in the state. This is not just a Memphis thing anymore. This is a Tennessee thing, and we want to be active in both the rural and the metro areas. We want all 40,000 nonprofits to be a part of our network. As a reminder, our membership opens on January 1st, and it's free for at least the first 3 years. We're going to be offering free membership to all nonprofits in Tennessee. So there's no cost associated with being a member. But hopefully, our three first members of Tennessee Nonprofit Network will be the United Way of Blount County, United Way of West Tennessee, and Maddox Foundation. I want to introduce Wendy Wand. She is with the United Way of Blount County, and I want to turn it over to her so that she can talk about her perspective on this big occasion. So, Wendy, it's all you.
Thanks, Kevin. I am so excited to be here and talk to you guys about the experiences we've had. My name is Wendy Wand. I am with United Way of Blount County. For those of you that don't know, Blount County is just outside of Knoxville. We're a pretty small rural community, and I have served this community for over 12 years in various capacity. So I'm very passionate about our smaller communities and the value add they bring to our state as a whole. And so a lot of times when these new initiatives pop up, I, like many of you, feel, and like this video just showed, feel already bogged down with the work we're already doing. I feel overwhelmed by the big tasks and the big problems I'm trying to solve right here at home. At the same time, with all the daily million things that pop up on my plate at any given moment that pull me in 100 different directions. We joke all the time here because we are so well ingrained in our tiny community that people call us for things that have nothing to do with us and want our opinion on all kinds of stuff that we really don't have time to stop our work doing, but we always do. When you start talking about public policy, at first you want to think, I don't have time for that, right? I don't have time to stop what I'm doing and turn my head to that. Or I think these things don't impact me. I really am too busy dealing with the fact that I have these major issues happening right here at home. But the reality is there's a lot of issues out there that are impacting all of us straight across the state. Tim talked about silos. He talked about being siloed by organization or by area, impact area, by sector, but we're also siloed by county lines. I have no clue what's going on in the counties next to me, and I talk to them all the time, but I still don't know. I am an expert of my own community. And a lot of times when bigger things come into our state, I think that they are more targeted towards these metro areas and the luxury those metropolitan organizations might have to have additional staff. And so a lot of us are very bare bones staff in our rural communities. And I've found, though, as being a part of this task force, that this is a complete value add to our organizations. And I am very impressed with the way that the Tennessee Nonprofit Network has directly reached out to our rural communities equally as they have reached out to the metropolitan areas. I haven't seen that in a lot of other ways before. A lot of ways I see the growth start with our metro areas and then hope that they catch us on the outside skirts of that work. But that is not at all what I've seen Kevin or his team doing. And so I feel really honored that they've asked me to be on this task force and speak to you today about that. But the biggest thing is if you are representing a rural community, if you're representing a metropolitan area and you also serve your rural communities, please remind those rural communities that they have a lot at stake here that could be supported in the work that they're doing, especially knowing that the membership is free. This is just something extra to add on to the supports we're already needing desperately for our organization. So when you start feeling overwhelmed by things, being able to have an advocate in your back pocket like this network is going to be so valuable to us. I'm already seeing how amazing it is. I've already listened to other states and what they've done and grown. And so I encourage you to be open and willing to listen to what they have to say. They've given you a great celebration here today, and it's really, really exciting to see. But just knowing that we're getting more and more connected and that we're going to be able to advocate collectively for things that our state needs to improve, because we are experts on what the needs are in our communities. And so being able to come together with that through this network is just going to be super, super helpful. So I just encourage you to be a part of that. This is not one of those things that I get what I put in, I get out of. Like if you feel overwhelmed by time, they're still going to pour into you regardless. And so that's a really positive impact to see, is that when I feel bogged down, I'm going to have this network that's going to continue to pour into me that I can dip into as I need. You saw all those resources and other things coming too. So just very, very excited. And thank you, Kevin and April, Andrea, your whole team. You guys have been wonderful to work with, and just thrilled to see the growth that our state is experiencing. So if you're a rural community and you're thinking, I don't even know what this is about, like I'm happy to talk to you about it and pick your brain about what barriers or anxieties or fears or you might be feeling towards it, but all very, very exciting. That's all I got, Kevin. Thanks so much for having me.
Wendy, that was fantastic. I was in the background clapping and cheering. That was more than we asked for, but we are so excited just to be in partnership with you all, and everything you said is true. When we have the resources and we want to partner with rural communities, the larger cities, smaller cities, we all want to partner. But first, we want to partner by having another giveaway. We didn't see the first three winners, so we're going to quickly go through three more names, and then we're going to pass it over to our good friend, Matt Marshall. All right, so if you are in the room, just quickly, if you win, if your name is selected, quickly let us know that you're here in the chat, and we'll connect with you to get your $25 gift card. And our next winner is it's close. Pamela Sessions. Pamela, are you in the house? Congratulations. Our next $25 gift card winner is, oh, Pamela's here. Congratulations. All right, Sean, is it Amadon? Apologies if I mispronounced your name. Sean, are you here? Congratulations, you have won a $25 gift card. Pam said, I am here. She was ready on the money. Okay, is Sean in the house? Okay, our last for this round. Oh, a Memphis rep, Tracy. Tracy, are you in the house? You have just won a $25 gift card. Don said, I'll take his. Your first name, it doesn't matter. Okay, so Tracy, if you are in the house, let us know that you're here. Congratulations to our 3 winners. And now we will pass it over to Matthew.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's with great enthusiasm and a sense of profound commitment that I sit across from you virtually today to speak in support of the statewide expansion of the Tennessee Nonprofit Network, an organization that has shown relentless dedication to uplifting and empowering the nonprofit community across our state. This expansion from its roots as momentum here in the Western region to now a statewide network marks not just a growth of geography, but a significant stride in our collective vision to build a stronger, more resilient community throughout Tennessee. The expansion of the Tennessee Nonprofit Network across the state heralds a new era of opportunity, collaboration, and impact. By extending its reach beyond Memphis, the Tennessee Nonprofit Network is poised to connect nonprofits from the rolling hills of East Tennessee to the muddy banks of the Mississippi with valuable resources, decision-making forums, and crucially, each other. And this initiative aligns seamlessly with the work and vision of the United Way of West Tennessee, a steadfast believer in the power of unity for the common good. United Way has always been a champion for local services, recognizing that the bedrock of effective community support lies in understanding and addressing local needs. So as we support the Tennessee Nonprofit Network's expansion, we remain committed to this principle. The growth of the Tennessee Nonprofit Network signifies not the dilution of local focus, but the enrichment of it. Each community across Tennessee has its unique tapestry of challenges and opportunities. And through this expansion, we will all become better equipped to tailor our resources and strategies to these local landscapes, ensuring that no community is left behind or overlooked. The vision of the Tennessee Nonprofit Network, where nonprofits sit equally at the decision-making table alongside government, business, and philanthropy, is a vision we share and wholeheartedly support. This cooperative approach is not just idealistic, but essential for the creation of sustainable, long-term solutions to our most pressing community challenges. By ensuring nonprofits have a voice at all levels, local, state, and federal, we enhance our collective ability to enact positive change across both rural and urban communities. Not only that, but the emphasis on building a high-quality nonprofit workforce should resonate deeply with all of us. The nonprofit sphere should be filled with the best and the brightest, fostering an environment where passion, expertise, and a commitment to social good come together. I believe this could be the next big revolution. You know, everyone is talking about AI and its potential impact on the workforce. And I welcome those conversations because I agree that it has the potential to change our lives in the same way that the internet has. But while AI will soon be able to compute data in ways we never could, it will never be able to demonstrate compassion in ways we only can. We believe in the power of people and their potential to drive change and in the value of providing them with the opportunities for growth and development. By investing in the workforce, we are investing in the future of our communities. So as technology continues to help us come up with new solutions to address our biggest challenges, how might it uniquely enable us to focus on those things that are most important and create new pathways into nonprofit work? The statewide expansion of the Tennessee Nonprofit Network represents a bold step forward in realizing a future where nonprofits are not just participants, but leading architects in the fabric of our society. It is a future where the impact of nonprofits is not just felt, but seen and celebrated. A future where together we can rise to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow. United Way of West Tennessee, for that reason, is proud to support this expansion. Together with the Tennessee Nonprofit Network, we stand ready to embark on this journey, a journey of collaboration, of innovation, and of transformation. So let us move forward with the conviction that our united efforts will usher in a new era of community empowerment and prosperity across Tennessee. Godspeed.
Thank you so much, Matt. I'm just gonna let you do my speeches from now on. You're better at this than I am. Wow. Thank you so much for your words. And we've been proud partners with y'all for a while, but we look forward to continuing that partnership. Our last speech, or not speech, but thoughts provided are going to be by Joseph Gutierrez from Maddox Foundation in Nashville. Joseph, you want to come off of there you are. Hi.
Hey, I just got more and more nervous as I heard Wendy and Matt continue speaking. So just bear with me. I'm not as eloquent as either of them, but my name is Joseph Gutierrez and I work at the Maddox Fund. We are a grant making institution and we support the 41 county Middle Tennessee region. And we support organizations that are furthering environmental protections and improving the lives of young people. I think, for us and why we're supporting and why we're so excited about this work, because it's so collaborative. Maddox, as a foundation, has made its own transitions and really thinking more heavily about how we look at our work through a lens of racial justice and equity. And what we came to is that we need to support more advocacy work, and we needed to really think about systems change and elevate our partners to do that work. But the one kind of thing that we ran into is that many of the organizations we were already partnering with didn't know where to start. And so we're really excited that an organization like this that's bringing people together and really thinking about collaboration in a very important and meaningful way. Unlike Wendy, I'm not an expert in a lot of things or in our work, and we really think our partners need to be centered in that work as nonprofits are working with people day to day to improve the lives of young people and protect the environment. So we're really excited to see the collaboration and really thinking about how nonprofits are coming together collectively to think about the work on a meta level as we kind of really think in advance what nonprofits do, how we operate, and how we're together. So again, I'm really excited to be in community and in collaboration with all of you.
Thank you so much, Joseph. We really appreciate it. April, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
That was fantastic. Kevin, are you more excited now?
I don't think I could be more excited anyway, but yes, I mean, if that's like icing on the cake for me is hearing from those three folks.
This has been so fantastic. And speaking of excitement, we're going to do a couple more giveaways. We'll do 3 more. And let's see, for a $25 gift card. Is it Deborah? Deborah, are you in the room? Hi, Emma. Deborah or Deborah, are you in the room? Congratulations. It almost said Wendy. All right, Philip. Philip, are you in the room? There was a typo on your name. Okay, congratulations. Deborah's in the room. Philip, are you in the room? Wendy, I'm pretty sure you were not eligible to win. All right, Philip, all right. One more. All right, Mitchell. Mitchell, are you in the room? All right, congratulations to all of our winners. And I'm going to turn it back over to my colleague, Andrea Hill.
All right, thank you all. And what an inspiring day that we've had so far on this special celebration. I'd like to just thank you again to Wendy, to Matthew, and to Joseph, even starting from Kevin and also from Tim. We've heard from some amazing folks who are all working and willing to work with us to partner to make it a better Tennessee for each and every one of us. So as we move on, we do have one additional prize that we want to give out. And so I would like for April to spin the wheel again for us so we can give out some more of those prizes.
Andrea, we actually don't have a wheel for this prize.
We don't have a wheel for this one? Okay.
No, so I wonder what it could be.
Well, I do. So as I set this one up, it's a very special prize for a special celebration for a special person. And so as we, I guess, proverbially spin the wheel, the name would land on Dr. Kevin Dean. And so as we are about to award Kevin, this is what we wanted to say and have a thank you from the entire team. And Kevin, we just, we take a pause right now and really thank you for all the work that you've done for Momentum, or from Alliance to now Momentum, to now Tennessee Nonprofit Network, or TNN. The team here, we're super excited to work alongside you every day in this work. And we know that you are excited to be a part of the team, but also you've done a great job in helming this whole process, leading this whole process. And with that being said, as Kate is walking in, she is going to be handing you something, and then I'll read what that actual prize or this award actually says. We are proud to present the Nonprofit Visionary Award to Dr. Kevin Dean for your dedication to the Tennessee nonprofit sector. And so, Kevin, can you show us all the award that you've received? And everyone, let's give a virtual round of applause to Dr. Dean and all the work that he has done. It's taken a while to get here, but it feels like it was just yesterday as you were talking about starting this work. And even in conversations that we've had, we've talked about just this vision, this big vision for the state of Tennessee. And we're even more proud to be a part of it again with you at the helm. So Kevin, we'll give you a few minutes, if you're not crying, to share a couple of words. And thank you again.
No, I'll cry later when I'm not on screen. But no, this really means a lot. And this has been something that I couldn't let go since the beginning, since the day I started here. I started asking, why is there not a state association? And to actually see this happen for Tennessee, it's something that I've wished for Tennessee. I didn't realize that we would be the state association. I thought there would be another organization that would sort of be that entity, but how exciting. And thank you to the staff for this. It means a lot. And it's actually a really pretty award too. So awesome. But thank y'all. And thanks for being a supportive staff and being by my side this whole time, and listening to my craziness and my crazy vision, and helping me to hone that, and giving me constant feedback, and sometimes telling me I was crazy when I was, and also telling me, pushing me forward even when we hit some stumbling blocks. So I accept this award on behalf of y'all as well, because this has definitely been a team effort, so thank you a lot.
All right, Dr. Dean, if you can share with us what's coming up next and what to expect.
I love that y'all gave me that award and then expected me to talk. Y'all did me dirty. All right, so we have a lot coming up, and some of these things we haven't announced yet. And we actually just confirmed something this morning as well. So we have several things. We're going to be doing bi-monthly Tennessee Nonprofit Network member meetings. We're going to have national folks coming. We're going to have panel discussions. We're going to have free, these are all going to be free for our members. We're starting out on January 17th with Jeff Moore. He's the policy guy from Independent Sector. Nationally, he's going to be talking about the state of nonprofit advocacy in America. They just did a big study, showed that nonprofit advocacy is not what it needs to be, not what it was 20 years ago, and there's a lot of misconception about what we can and cannot do, and we can do way more than you think. So he's going to be talking about that, and then we just confirmed this morning, January 31st, Tim Delaney, who spoke earlier from National Council of Nonprofits, will be speaking on January 31st on the state of the nonprofit sector in America. Spoiler alert, it's not great right now for us, but collectively we have a lot of power that we're gonna hopefully use in Tennessee and nationally to turn the course around for nonprofits. That we just had something today in our local newspaper, in our Daily Memphian, talking about another nonprofit that's closed. I think that's the fourth article I've read in about a month, and that's really upsetting and concerning. Next, we have our Nonprofit Advocacy Summit on February 27th. That will be in Nashville at Scarrett Bennett. That is a day of learning and sharing and networking for folks interested. You do not have to be a policy person. If you're interested in getting involved in public policy, we will not make you commit, but come and learn about what you can do. We have some great speakers. Trey Hargett, the Attorney General for the state of Tennessee, is our keynote speaker. We also have Monica Graham. She is from Boulder Advocacy. They are the national policy group for nonprofits. They're who everybody refers to when we're talking about nonprofit policy, in addition to National Council of Nonprofits and Independent Sector, who are also on this call today. But they're going to be coming to Memphis, to Nashville to talk about their work. And we're also going to be doing some great breakout sessions and a panel discussion at that event. The next day will be Nonprofit Day on the Hill, that we will descend upon Capitol Hill in Nashville, meet with our legislators, build relationships. We're also going to prep you on how to do that. If you're not a policy wonk, if you've never been to the state before, you've never met with your legislators, come anyway. We will help you. We will give you lots of resources. This is the time to start meeting with your legislators. And then on March 13th, we have Amy Coates-Madsen from Maryland Nonprofits, who will be talking about understanding the standards for excellence. That's all those free resources that we have available. We want you to understand better what we have available and what's possible by becoming a member of Tennessee Nonprofit Network. We're the state license. We have the license for the state of Tennessee for standards for excellence. They are amazing resources, and I wish that I had those in my last job when I was a first-time executive director of a literacy organization. I wish I'd had those standards for excellence. So we're really excited to provide those to you. Also in August, we don't have a date yet, but we will be having our national conference, or I'm sorry, our statewide conference. It's going to be in Memphis in 2024. We're going to move it around in 2025 and 2026. It'll be in different areas. So we're coming to a place near you. And then on April 18th in Chattanooga, we will be offering a nonprofit talent and culture summit in partnership with the United Way of Greater Chattanooga. So we're looking forward to that too. More information is coming about those events soon, but right now, go to our website, start signing up for this stuff, and then on January 1st, sign up as a member. There's going to be lots of great benefits. We've teased some of those coming today, and there's some that we haven't even teased yet that are coming in 2024 that I cannot wait to tell you about. So back to you.
All right, Andrea, are we ready for this last round of prizes?
I am.
And then we'll open, if you have any questions after this round, we'll open it up for Q&A. If you can put your questions in the Q&A, we'll try to get those answered. This will be recorded, and it is being recorded and will be sent out after the session. Give us a couple of days to make sure that the editing and everything is good to go. And we'll get that sent out. If you're attending on behalf of someone else, be sure to drop your email address in the chat to make sure that we have all of the correct information. And without further ado, let's spin this wheel. Who are we congratulating? I've seen this name in the chat. Chanel Bowens, are you still in the room? Chanel, are you still in the room? I've seen you chatting earlier. Was she ready? That is amazing. Congratulations. We have your email, and she put her email address in there. We've got you covered. Okay. Our next $25 gift card goes to Trudy Hughes. I saw Trudy earlier as well. Trudy, are you still in the room? Okay. Lisa Marie Grimes, are you still in the room with us today? Congratulations. Lisa Marie. Okay, and one more. Jennifer, wait a minute. This is not your cousin, is it, Andrea? Jennifer
No.
Hill. Okay. No family can win.
We can't split it?
That's up to Jennifer.
Okay.
Jennifer, are you in the room with us today? Congratulations, you've won a $25 gift card. And again, we want to thank you all so much for joining us today for our celebration of our statewide nonprofit association. We have worked so tirelessly behind the scenes, and we're so thankful for all of our partners that have had the opportunity to join us today and share some of their thoughts and experiences and excitement about this statewide expansion, as well as those who have worked with us behind the scenes, who you may not hear their names, but they have worked just as hard. And so as we continue, as we prepare to close out, if we have any questions in the chat, Andrea, can you call them out, or Kevin, Dr. Dean, I apologize if you have any final words that you would like to share with us, or any of our panelists, if you have any final words to share.
We do have a couple of questions in the chat, and Kevin is also answering those as well in real time.
I'll say them out loud too.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first question was, is there a cost to become a member? No, membership is going to be free for at least the first 3 years. The second question was, how do you become a member? So on January 1st, after January 1st, go to our website. We're going to have the registration on the website. You just go to become a member, and you sign up, you register, and you are a member. And so you get all of the free resources. Some of those resources we can't provide you until you're registered, like any of the Standards for Excellence materials, we have to have you as a member for those. So after January 1st, and you will get an email, make sure you're on our email list as well. And then let's see, do you still encourage joining the nonprofit center, CNM, ABN, et cetera, in your region as a member? Absolutely. So we're providing a whole bunch of stuff, high level, the research, the online trainings, things like that. But your local regional nonprofit capacity building association we're not going to be able, we have a staff of 7, so we can't come to all the different regions and do the sort of one-on-one technical assistance. They provide so many trainings and things like that. You absolutely should be a member of those organizations as well. They do charge, but there's a lot of benefits that come with those organizations. And then Christy's talking about concerned about the future of nonprofits as it relates to attracting talented, skilled professionals willing to work harder for somewhat less compensation than in the for-profit sector. I've been in nonprofit work for about 40 years. It's a calling versus a job. Absolutely. So we're going to be doing a compensation report in early 2025. We'll launch that in partnership with the with Sycamore Institute. in late 2024, but we'll have the report available in 2025. So we will we'll hopefully be answering that. We are big advocates for $15 an hour for all employees and nonprofits, or at least the living wage. So we will be talking a lot about talent and culture. Join us for our Talent and Culture Summit on April 18th in Chattanooga as well. We'll be addressing a lot of those workforce shortage issues and things like that. And then if you were a member of Momentum Nonprofit Partners, you do not have to complete an application. You are automatically going to be transferred over to our new system. So you are good there. And then Valencia asked if there's no cost for membership, are there costs for services? There are a couple of, there's a lot of free stuff that we have. A lot of our trainings and our online trainings do have a cost, but about 70% of what we provide is free. We're funded mostly through foundations and earned income. So sponsorships of our events do fund us. We don't like passing on our costs all to nonprofits. We don't think that's necessarily fair. We do believe in a buy-in, but we think our state foundations and our regional foundations should be underwriting a lot of those costs, because we're helping them take their money farther. So those are great questions. We appreciate those questions. Andre is going to drop our emails in the chat too. So if you have additional questions after that, let us know. Organization. We will be. We don't have we have a person or liaison for media to help us with promote our organization. So we're going to help teach you. We do a publicity 101 every year. I think Marvin Stockwell's, who does the training, is in the room right now. We do training, media training and publicity training for nonprofits. That will be coming in 2024 as well. But we will hopefully be the voice of the sector to media regionally, nationally. But we don't like just being the voice. We like giving people in those communities that they're represented a voice too. So we'll always defer to our members as well and connect media with regional or local folks for any media that we get. So with that, I think we're a little over. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for your excitement today. I'm more excited because y'all are excited. And we look forward to partnering with y'all. Please reach out at any time. We want your feedback. We want your allyship. We want all of this. And we couldn't do this without you. So I look forward to what's next for the state of Tennessee, for nonprofits in Tennessee, and for Tennessee Nonprofit Network.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all so much.